Okay, so iOS 18 has been out for quite a while, and of course on September 18th, I'm going to give you guys my little preview of what I've found so far after using it since I've installed it on all my devices. Now, you've heard of all the big features and all that Apple has described, so I'm going to give you guys a little example of how I'm pretty much using it. Start off with my favorite feature, which is in the calendar, and it now includes your reminders. So when you go in here to add, you now have event and you now have reminder. So you have all the settings in here. If you go to reminder, you'll see you have all the exact details that you had in the reminder app. Now, the only downside though, you don't get the app badge icon like you do with the reminders app. Maybe this will come in a future update. I don't know. That's by far one of my favorite features. Now, you have another feature, which I'm going to pick this up so I can show you guys. This one is basically in the camera app. So if I go to video and I want to take a video, so I press video, and you're going to have this new pause button now. So you can pause it, then you can move it wherever you want. You can hit the red button again and it'll record, and then you can hit the middle button and it'll stop. So the new pause button is on the video camera, and it only shows up when you're doing a video. Now, if you notice here, I have my home screens a lot differently. This is also something new. You can actually move your widgets and apps wherever you want. Now, here's the thing you got to note. I tried moving this widget in certain places, and I tried moving these widgets. These are basically corners or some parts of the center. So in other words, they still have to line up. So this one wasn't exactly where I wanted it, but they have to line up. So they're pretty much still in the same grid. Is kind of what I'm trying to say. But you can decorate it however you want. So that is something neat with the widgets, and I do like that feature as well. Now, you do have scheduling and messages, so you are able to schedule your text messages, and you will have RCS messages coming soon, or at least get more adopted with Android phones, so they can look more like an iMessage. So I'm not going to show that here because I don't want to show any of my messages at this point. Now, in Control Center, you got a full layout. Now, I have a lot more in my Control Center, so it gives me this extra dot so I can see all the extras. But if I go in here and I go to Add, you notice that all these little circles still appear. So you can basically fill this whole page with all the stuff you want for Control Center. And then when you go to Add to Control, you get all these options here. Now, some of these are going to be third-party apps, as you can see here, and more apps will continue adding as it goes through. So as more updates come through, you'll see more apps added there. Then, of course, your music is separated. You have your home stuff, and you have all these separated here. So that is a new feature in the Control Center, which I like. It's really, really nice, really easy to use. Pretty much all the other stuff, your widgets page is about the same. Your app library is about the same. The only difference in the app library is you're going to get this new hidden folder. So now if you hide stuff in here, you might not get the notifications for those apps. Just know that. You also have the new Passwords app, and this one works with iCloud Keychain, which is kind of what I recommend because I've used other password apps and they require some authenticator or some other kind of codes. If you're loading it with another phone, you have to restore. It's a big mess. When you have Apple's Keychain or their password app, everything syncs automatically once you're logged into your iCloud. So much better. I definitely like the password app much better. Now, a lot of other features that they've done. They've improved stuff in music. They've improved stuff in notes. The calculator app, unfortunately, does have a little bug. Here's a calculation that keeps popping up. Every time I clear it, I exit out, I go back to calculator, it keeps popping up. So there is a minor bug in the calculator app. But overall, the calculator app works great on iPad and on iPhone. And here you have all your history. So everything that you've typed out, which of course you can clear out if you want to. You tap the little calculator icon, you'll get the basic, the scientific, math notes, and you'll also be able to convert currency. Can't do other things like convert length and all that, but you can convert currency at least. So Maybe they'll fix this bug with an 18.0.1. Not sure if Apple's even aware of it or knows that they have that in there. Beyond that, mostly all your other apps in here, everything else seems to work pretty well. And there's no other issues that I've found so far. Most of the other features you've probably heard from other YouTubers. Nothing's around, but these are my favorite ones and the ones I use the most. So, got any questions on iOS 18? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I will come back as more updates come through, because we've got a lot more iOS 18 updates coming through. And I also got my iPhone 16 Pro Max and my black Apple Watch Ultra 2 coming in. So I've got a lot more videos to show you guys those and compare those between the 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max.